Base resonator here. These are the pansies that I created for the collaboration event with Claire's Crafty Corners. And I like these a lot. Look at those colors. But you see this white? Very wispy. I realized too late that I used the wrong formula. I used only 1 drop and I should have used 3 drops of that white paste. So I decided, well, I'm not going to go with this solid green background. I'm going to use a glitter and I'm going to use more white. And I'm going to change the color scheme of the pansies from the purple to another variety that I have grown, the orangish and brown. So this is what I came up with. And look at those colors. Now, can I create multiple pansies on this tray? Now I know they're not going to form exactly the same because everything with resin, as it cures, as it cools down, everything sucks towards the middle. So these pansies are going to be a little bit misshapen, but I'm going to try and make a pansy garden. So this is my plan. For the center of each pansy, I'm going to use different alcohol inks than what I usually use. I have this big set of US Art Supply alcohol inks, and there's some colors in there that I don't have anywhere else. So I'm going to use bright yellow as the center, but I'm going to drop, I've been having fun with these glow-in-the-dark things, a little bit of glow-in-the-dark yellow for the center, I don't know what you call that part of the flower, the center area, and then have back that with yellow behind it. So I'm going to drop those crystals, these thingies in the center. So I'm going to have, after that, I'm going to have one of the flowers be vivid yellow with deep purple. I've got a couple pansies that are that color. Then I'm going to have candy red and earth brown. I have a couple that are that way. Yep, bloom is hiding there. I'm going to be using that. Can't see this. Magenta and burgundy. So that's going to be a fun combination. And then bright orange and mango. Now those colors are very similar, so it'll be fun to be playing around with those. Now, I did have a little bit of problem with the face getting dark enough. The face part of the darker area of the pansy that I call the face. So I'm going to pipe in some dark matter. Yesterday I tried putting in the face part with a popsicle stick. Wasn't having it. So part of it was the resin heated up too quickly. I'm not going to be, because I'm going to be doing this big of a project, I'm not going to be using my counterculture DIY art resin because that cures up too fast. So I'm going to use Art Pro eye crystal for this one. So I'll mix it up and have to let it warm up a little on its own. So it'll give me time to get everything set up. I've got my piping bags and mixing things to go into the piping bags. So, yep, all ready to go. Okay, the resin started getting warm. And so, 94. So I'm going to go ahead and put my centers in. I'm going to have 4 different ones. Some of that glitter decided to go, but you know, when I start putting the colors and stuff in around here, we should be fine. Keep that little tool handy. Put this way over there. Okay. Where are we sitting? How does it get cooler? Well, that white is getting awfully hot. It's already 104. Well, let me try my yellow center. Wow, it spreads real fast. It turns to nothing. You can hardly see. You can see the yellow up there, but this is already gone. You know what? You have to put another drop then. Maybe when it starts pulling back together, it'll intensify, or maybe these are just not as strong. Okay, this bottom one is going to have purple down on the bottom side. Yeah, these are going away too fast. Maybe I'm gonna pull out my Let's Resin ones. Let me see how that reacts. If so, then I'm gonna change midstream, because yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I just don't trust it. Changing color schemes on the run. Lemon yellow for the centers. Purple on the bottom. Yeah, a little bit more intensity here. And regular yellow up on the top. Red. And I don't have earth brown, but I do have coffee. Same type of concept of what I was going with. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Bad, bad, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Don't set your resins, your alcohol inks right next to the thing you're going into. Okay, red's already been used. I'll put it over there. Coffee's been used. I'll put it over there. What is this? Peach red. There is none in there. Goodness, it's completely empty. Well, stink on that. Well, I'm going to go with a different color. I have had a blue pansy. This is cerulean. And I'm going to go dark magenta underneath. And down here, we're going to go orange. And purple red. Now, get all these up. I may just chunk them onto the floor to get them out the way. Okay. Ooh. This is awfully liquidy. This is different than the resin I was using yesterday. Hope it doesn't just run out real fast. Okay, you guys got to get out the way. Bump you and get you right in the middle of my stuff, and that's not what I want. Now, I did run this resin through my vacuum chamber. Please don't come out too fast. Start here on the side. Oh, good. Maybe I should have been using Let's Resin alcohol inks the whole time, because these are keeping their pansy color shape and that face much better. Okay, now this piping with the other bag is going to be fun. Making a dark color. But you see down here, I've got the mouth. The eyes are just not as seen as well. So let me pipe in some eyes. I'll do a little bit of a mouth down here. Just one little line. Not going to see it so much up there. I'm going to put another one, a couple dots up here, just 'cause I've got a lot left in this bag. Okay. Now, to shape the eyes. Oh, that was heavy. Sank right down to the bottom. Well, gotta hope for the best, right? I think we're gonna have some definitely pretty shapes going on. I keep seeing a little bit more of that dark underneath. And that white's pulling in perfectly. These look like tadpoles. Well, I've got some plans for other parts of this after this all cures up. So, I'll just let this continue recording while I clean up. It's definitely pretty. This is a very thin resin, and I don't know. We have to see how it turns out. Every place I put one of those dots, it went all the way down to the bottom. If I could have a resin that cured at this speed but was thicker like that other one, that would be ideal. But I don't have that right now, and I don't know what kind to get. Okay, note for next time. Use that thicker resin. Have my colors all ready. Only pipe white. Not worry about the other, but let's resin alcohol inks, because I see those are really working well. And I think this would be, I wouldn't have any of these blobbies like I got going. But I wouldn't have to worry about the black. Whoop. This darker, these blobs to make the face, because those colors were intense enough to be able to handle it. Well, I am going to turn the camera off and I'm going to go for a bike ride. And when I come back, maybe this will be set up enough to where I can do what I have planned for the back layer. Okay, coming back at you later. Well, I brought this out into the garage because it's already cured up enough. It's super bendy, but I'm gonna put it in a bowl. I don't have my tripod here, so after I get it put in a bowl, I will show you what it looks like. This backside actually looks better than the other because those blobs, let me show you what they look like. Yuck. So those dark blobs just went through and ruined everything. So I am going to cram this down into the shape I sort of want, and then I'm going to put the silicone thing in here. And then I have some jugs of water out here. I'm going to set down on top of that, and it'll hold it in place, and I'll just leave it for a day. And then I'll have a fascinating bowl. Bowl-orama. Let it sit. This is the pansy garden that is not going to be a pansy garden. This is the side that was supposed to be up. That dark matter floated all the way to the bottom, or which is the top now, ruining my design. So I stuck it in to a bowl, this one here, with that blue silicone over the top, put a gallon of water on top, and made a bowl. So the back side of this looks really cool. And the bowl shape is really pretty. So, when life gives you lemons, make a pansy bowl. Let me know what you think. This is what I consider a fail, but it was a lot of fun. Lessons learned.